Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Well, things are finally settled down. I've got my blood sugar back on the monitors so I can know what's happening. Um, Still feeling ill most of the time. After eating, I seem to throw up. It's just being weird and wonderful. But current blood sugar, as you saw, was 5. I have 0.925 units of insulin after I eat. And taking a look at Bobby Parrish, who pretty well gives you some solid food advice. Okay? I've been really quite busy this afternoon, or all night, keeping my blood sugar down. And then today, pretty well, it's a very easy day. Time in range is 88%. That is awesome. I think today's sort of the first day my numbers aren't doctored, meaning I'm coming back, getting on the meter again. At first day, blood glucose meter was all screwed up. But now I think we're getting back to traditional numbers. Excuse me, 12% above. Now that's something we need to work on. 88 is awesome. Remember, we want this number 70 or below. This number here is 7.6. Today, I want to discuss severe low blood sugars and what can you actually expect to happen. I've had many. I've been at SkyTrain stations, I've been in the middle of intersection, I've been passed out at work, been passed out at school. It's all over the place. So that possibly could have led to why Phil D now. Sorry, I knocked my thing off. So, as diabetics, we always need to be aware of where our blood sugar is. That's why systems like this are great. I can take a look, I can say, okay, and I've been okay for a while, so we're all good. But severe low blood sugars, when I have one, I don't even know I'm aware. I have a slight memory of before it happened. If it happened now, for example, I'd be sitting here talking to you, and all of a sudden it'd be, and I gurgle. Something I've been told I've been doing now is yelling something when I get low. EB, EB. I have no idea. I told a worker here that I'm just saying extra biscuits, extra biscuits. But I don't know, but I keep yelling EB. And it's way out to lunch. But severe low blood sugars, I'm out of it. It's basically like a deep sleep. When I wake up for a few seconds, I feel rested. I could have been feeling tired before, passed out, come up, and oh, you know, life's so much better now. Oh, and then get very tired again. It could be indicating for myself years ago, my mouth would go numb, kind of like you've been to the dentist. My eyesight would separate. I haven't had my separating double vision. I haven't had that one too much. But I'll pass out, and when I come around, it's like a lost. I don't know where I am. I really don't know what's happening. But you very quickly start piecing together what's wrong, that you've had a low. But a lot of times, I don't know how I got that way. And I will be having an IV because that's sort of like the first thing. Let's get sugar in. And they'll either do glucagon, or the ambulance in the hospital use big needles filled with sugar, dextrose, and they fill it in, fill you up. And all of a sudden your blood sugars go, it's like the wonder drug. All of a sudden your blood sugars are back, and you're just like, what the hell is going on? All of a sudden you're feeling better, but 20 years ago, or 20 to 30 years ago, when I had a severe low, I would wake up and say, okay, I'm ready. I had a severe low at work once. It knocked me out. I just passed out at the cash register, and I was serving gas and came in to get change, and I passed out. I very simply, ambulance came, they took me by ambulance off. I had to go back to the store to get food, and my manager's going, hi, how are you? Oh, I'm back to finish my shift. And I did a cash out after, and I was fine. Nowadays, if I have a severe low blood sugar, I'm like, holy Christ, I'm tired after. I'm just really like a washed up dish rag, wrung out. I'm just totally so exhausted. So, things you really have to watch out for. Basically, don't get into this situation. If I was out and about and I saw my blood sugar going, we've already, just heads up here, we've already treated this. I know, because if you've watched this channel for a while, you know blood sugars of 6 and below. I had some candy. I had ginger ale. See, there's the ginger ale right there. So hopefully things will catch up. I'm not having a severe low blood sugar, so I'm trying to stay out of that area. I will keep looking at this and say, okay, where are we? And we'll look. I came down from a high for a while and came down. And my day looks pretty good. It actually just went up to 89% time in range. So by all looks, I'm doing awesome. If you have a high blood sugar, a low blood sugar, that's what we're talking about today, get it checked out with your doctor. Sorry, I'm trying to look where I should be looking. Don't sort of just, oh, well, yeah, I took glucagon, I'll be fine. If you have a severe low blood sugar, my mom was famous for calling 911 and saying, he needs to go. I've been on probably every emergency stretcher type BC ambulance service has. But you need to make sure that you follow advice, you're probably going to go to emergency room and you're going to sit there and be watched. One of the big things I have learned, and if you're like me, I don't know where it is right now. Where are we? Something's here. And you are like me, and you're on a pump, don't let them touch your pump. I went into emergency and they were so worried that my pump was giving my body insulin. Well, the type of pump I have shuts off giving me insulin, and I don't get insulin for 2 hours or until my blood sugar goes to 5 again. It's a safety feature. So if you drop low, don't disconnect your pump. Your pump should be giving you a basal effect. Now, if you have problems with your pump, contact your pump supplier. They will be able to get things and check things out. But you should have a card in your wallet or in your purse saying, hey, I'm a type 1 diabetic. Don't, don't remove your pump. Another thing, if you have severe lows like I do, is have a medical alert badge. And on it, it will give you information. They can also call. I've had the BC ambulance service call because I've come out of a low at a Safeway grocery store. Came out of a low. I'd gone and I remembered, oh, I had gone here to get cat litter. And I came out of it and they were going, Mike, is this Nico's? And how do you know this? They had called, they got the phone number of Medical Alert, they called, they knew my history, and everything was wonderful. So, diabetic information for you, what to do with you, if you like to go to a particular hospital. For years with me, I would always want to go to Royal Columbian. Now, that hospital is like a 90 minutes drive away on a good day. So, maybe not quite away. So, what do we need? If you have a low blood sugar, listen to the paramedics. You're probably going to be disorientated coming out. You could end up fighting them, but listen to what the paramedics say. If they say you should go to the hospital, go to the hospital. Older diabetics like me will say, forget it. I don't need to go. But you really should go to the hospital. You'll just be babysat, but it's important that your body gets back to normal, and they will run some tests, usually blood tests, x-rays, chest x-rays, seeing if you're fighting pneumonia or not. Listen, contact your own endo as soon as you leave. Either your own endo, or your own diabetic nurse, and find out what's going on and why you went low, and maybe you need dosing changes. If you're high, that's a different story, but for lows are serious. We don't want you to get low all the time. So make sure that you are okay. that you're feeling okay. I find diabetics, my friend who works here, who's also a type 1, um, is just like me, and hell, we are stubborn after being low. So, get sugar into you. So, eat sugar or get something to get your blood sugar up. If you have a button, I've fallen and I can't get up, I used to at home have that button and they send the ambulance out here. Um, we're lucky in BC, it's covered by medical. So I know for in my condition where I was on disability, I didn't have to pay for my medical. So I didn't have to pay for ambulance trips. But I don't like going to emergency when I'm low because it's just like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna sit here and watch you, and then okay, you can go. But I feel personally, I feel like that bed could be used for other emergency cases. But if you just have a low out of the blue, you don't know what's happening to you, I would say go to the hospital and get checked out. For myself, it was an ongoing thing. So I would contact my endo, it's my phone, endo, or my diabetic doctor and get solutions. Be sensible. If you have an emergency device, if you live alone without anyone at home, that may be something, the fallen and I can't get up button. Have that. Make sure if you're low and you're trending low all the time, do something about it. Don't let it get to where you're, oh, yes, I had severe low. Oh, I've come up a bit. That's good. I'm at 4.8 now, so eventually we'll go up. But one big thing I would have to say, if you're having low blood sugar, don't lie down. That's been a mistake I have made and just, oh well, I'm just going to sit here. And all of a sudden I'm very tired. I'm out of it, wake up with an IV in my arm and an ambulance driver getting ready to transport me. Having a low blood sugar is serious and you need to take it serious. Get your blood sugars under tight control, have some sort of way of monitoring them, discuss any trends of going low with your doctor or diabetic nurse or your diabetic center. Take care, understand that low blood sugar is serious. Take control of your blood sugar. If they say you should go to the hospital, maybe go to the hospital unless you've been through it enough times and know that they haven't found anything. That's sort of like where I am right now. They send me, but I don't necessarily really like to go. So, rest after. Take some good, long rest. And keep an eye on your blood sugar after you go low. I've been told, I think it was by one of my previous endocrinologists, that once you have a low blood sugar, you have the possibility of having another one. So be sensible. If you have a low, take it, take a look at the information, have a phone call with your doctor, your diabetic nurse, make changes that could affect you positive, and move on. Having a serious low, is a medical emergency. You could screw up your brain, or you could possibly even die. With that, have a great day and take care of yourself. Bye now. My email address is Mike's Diabetes World at gmail.com. All one line. Drop me